deactivated.
All right, hold on. Let me lock in.
This is going to be the best event circuit the CDL has ever had.
The best event circuit the CDL has ever had. Okay, those are pretty big words.
Classic, always a good time. We're going to Dallas, hosted by Optic Texas. Time for the annual trip for some good barbecue, watch some Call of Duty action.
Come on over here to Texas, man.
After 5 long years, we are finally going back to the UK. We will be at DreamHack Birmingham.
What do we think of Birmingham for the location? See, personally, I would have loved for it to have been in London. Birmingham, I haven't been there in a long, long time. I wish it was in London, though. We'll see. So, I don't want to, say that we're going to all the events. I don't know what our schedule looks like. I don't know. See, this next year is going to be interesting for me, obviously, because we're having a kid in the middle of the season. So, we're going to have to kind of play it by ear. I don't know what events we're going to, what events we're not going to.
A lot of talk over the years.
I do know that I'm not going to the first event. That's really all that I got right now. But
it's about the Europe crowd showing up and showing out. So we have big expectations for
I'm hearing word that Birmingham, it's sold out immediately. See, that's what we love to see. Obviously, the UK fan base is massive. It's great to see it sell out immediately. I mean, it's going to be a fun event regardless. It's going to be packed. People are going to be drinking. They're going to be doing their songs and their soccer chants and all that. It's going to be fire.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great. And don't forget, this is also at DreamHack. If you were in Dallas, you know what to expect. For the folks who don't, it's a huge festival of games and pop culture. It's going to be a fantastic time, a crazy weekend for all and the crowd action.
Major 3. We're heading to another location we haven't been back to in a while, Atlanta. Those of you in the South, y'all can make it out. Lastly,
I haven't been to Atlanta in a minute either, dude. Dude, I love going to Atlanta and going to the aquarium. It's one of the biggest aquariums in the U.S. It's fire.
Major 4, where the whole playoff race is going to be decided. Miles, you know what they say about Major 4?
I have no idea.
Major 4, bonjour.
Oh!
We're
bonjour!
Make sure you hit the gym, because you're going to be eating a lot of cheese, bread.
I love Paris. See, that's the event. Out of all the events, other than ours, that's obviously Champs as well, but Paris, I would like to go.
Is going to be hosting in Sin City. No better place than to make your fortunes than in Vegas.
Wait.
Last but not least, we'll be back at EWC later this. We're excited to be able to reveal it. FaZe Vegas is.
Wait, so Vegas is Champs? Vegas is Champs? Oh, dude, yes. Get me back to Vegas. Get me back.
Going to be hosting in Sin City. No better place.
Listen, being in Vegas for a week is obviously a little bit, it's a lot, but
we'll be back at EWC
it's a good time in Vegas every time.
It's always a great tournament. Fans love it. That's going to close out our BO7 Call of Duty season for
I like the locations.
That's 6 events all across the world.
6 events. They're including EWC.
So locations sound great, but what about the format changes?
Yeah, so we're going to be changing up some of the majors this year. We want to give our fans reasons to feel engaged all season long. We want each major and each stretch of the season to really feel unique and important. So I think Major 1 and 4 have it a little easier. You know, you have the launch, you have the playoff race, and so there's a lot of built-in excitement there. So this year we really wanted to focus on evolving Major 2 and 3 to create some more texture in the season. Now this year's Major 2 has a longer stretch between the Major 1 and Major 2 tournament. What that's going to allow us to do is have a full round robin during the online qualifying stage.
Oh, shit.
Play against each other for a total
okay, a little round robin.
Now the reason why that's important is because we're going to have a 10-team major tournament. So after playing every other team in the league, the bottom
10
2
teams
are not
advance.
making it to the UK.
Okay. What do we think about that? So not all teams are going to the second major. What do we think about that? Crank the volume up? Is it low right now? It should be. I'll turn it up a little bit.
For the 10 teams.
It looks fine on my end, but I'll turn it up for you guys.
Teams that are attending, seeds 7 through 10 are going to be.
I mean, so here's the thing about that. I don't love the idea that not all the teams are going, obviously. But also, it's a round robin play-in. See, that's the thing. Online, you never want to see teams get slighted for online performance because LAN's where it really matters. But you are also playing 11 matches. Right? It's 11 matches. That's a lot of time to weed out who shouldn't be at the event.
To round out a double elimination bracket of 8 teams. So the goal of this is really twofold. On the front end, those online qualifying matches instantly have consequential stakes to them.
Yeah,
And then
very
on the back end,
consequential.
the tournament is going to be concentrated on the most competitive teams and showcase the highest quality gameplay. The other major that's being changed up is Major 3. And if you're a Challengers team, you're going to want to listen up here. We're bringing
See,
back
but I
one of our-
also do like that though. I also like I like that they're only allowing certain amount of teams to go because, again, usually like I would say around towards the end of Major 3, like Major 4, the online matches start to get a little bit stale, just because at that point you pretty much know, like, unless there's a really, really close champs race like we saw last year, there were a lot of teams on the bubble. The matches just don't seem as important, right? They don't seem as important. Like, the top teams are pretty much already guaranteed. They're not really going to drop the ball. Sometimes we see a top team start in losers bracket, but it really emphasizes like those matches are going to be gruelers every week in and week out because you don't want to have you don't want to not go to the event.
Classic. 4 challenger teams will be invited.
All right, so we got the Pro AM.
12 CDL teams.
That's event number 3.
All into 4 groups of 4, competing in a GSL format. The top 2 from each group are then going to progress and enter into a double elimination 8-team bracket.
Love a Pro-Am.
Okay, so the Pro-Am, there's no losers bracket, it sounds like. It sounds like if you don't get top 2 in your group, you're getting the boot.
Super excited. But what about minor tournaments?
You don't even get a losers bracket
so
chance.
The minor tournaments, we debuted them last year, and they were a great success. You know, I think the fans liked them, the players liked them. Viewership, we saw a bump of about 20%. So
I like minor tournaments.
We're gonna have 2 minor tournaments this year, placed
minor
in Major
tournaments
3
were
and Major 4. And this was always kind
okay.
of
See, I like that. I like that. They moved the minor tournaments back because at the last year the minor tournaments were at the start of the year. Now they move them back, so anybody that's in that race for champs, now you can kind of try to make up those points in the minor tournament. I like that.
Intention of
makes it even more.
We don't
you know,
want
the
to
stakes are higher.
The schedule with too many of them, and we want them really in the back half of the season to act as a kicker for the playoff race. So we're gonna have 2 minor tournaments in Major 3 and Major 4. All right, so now I have a question for you, Miles. What did you think about Overload, the new game mode for BO3?
This is big. This is actually really big. No more control in the CDL. I don't know how people feel about that. From looking at socials, it looked like a lot of people were happy about control being out. Listen, control, it wasn't the best. It's not the best, but I've kind of gotten used to watching control and it being the 3rd game mode. Okay? Now, I hope Overload is fire. I hope it plays well. We saw it a little bit throughout the beta. I hope it plays well. Because control was kind of always, you know, again, it wasn't the best mode, but it was consistent and it was always there, and it's a mode that we could rely on. Now we're switching it up. I hope that Overload is good.
7, you and I, we got to test it out a little bit early with the players. We saw it a little bit more during the beta. Let me hear your thoughts.
Wait, who's all in there? Okay, I mean, that's a pretty stellar lineup right there. That's a stellar lineup. Look at Spin of Spence over here. I'm covering him up. Spin of Spence on the right. The boys getting there, playing the game a little early.
Let me hear your thoughts.
Well, I really enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun. For those who don't know what Overload is, your team and the other team has 2 goals on your side of the map. There is an Overload device in the center. You have to fight for control of that, pick it up, and run it through to those goals to score. It's first to 8 for the dub. It plays a lot like a lot of traditional sports you may or may not have seen on TV. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, super fun.
It plays like traditional sports.
Yes.
Are they about to be putting on shoulder pads?
We'll make it official then.
Fuck
Miles
yeah.
Ross has decreed Overload is our official 3rd game mode, replacing Control for the 2026 season.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so 3rd game mode is in the can. Speaking of 3rd game mode, 3rd major, Pro-Am, Challengers news.
Yeah, we got a lot of great news for Challengers. It's going to be a fantastic season. This year, we're really focused on growth. So the full season schedule is out now on collegegames.com, but within it, you're gonna notice we're growing from 3 to 4 elite seasons, and we're going from 3 to 4 Challenger Opens. There's gonna be one at each major hosted by the league. Lastly, the Middle East is going to be added to the EU Challenger region, so we're going to have more participation there. Of course, we got the Pro-Am Classic, so in general, it's going to be
so they added another
season.
Wait, hold on.
You're going to notice we're growing from 3 to 4 elite seasons, and we're going from 3 to 4 Challenger Opens. There's going to be one at each major hosted by the league.
W.
Lastly, the Middle East is going to be added to the EU Challenger region, so we're going to have more participation there. Of course, we got the Pro-Am Classic, so in general, it's going to be a big season. So that about wraps things up.
Okay. I mean, it all sounds great. It sounds fantastic. It seems like they're doing big things. They're doing good things. I like the scheduling. I like the format. They're focusing on challengers. We're on Twitch and YouTube next year. I mean, the game seems good from what we've seen in the beta. Hopefully, it's a big year for the CDL and Call of Duty. I'm pumped up, again, that we can now multi-stream because that's going to bring just more eyes to the CDL with all of the watch parties and stuff like that. I mean, it's good all around. I feel like this is where we need to be. I know a lot of people have issues with the formatting and they want to see, more teams. They want to see the traditional open bracket into pool play, all that stuff. But we are moving in the right direction, it seems like. We are moving in the right direction, and all of this news sounds great.
We've covered the events this year, all the changes across Pro and Challengers. It's shaping up to be another great season. Nothing else to say other than follow us on social here for some more updates as the season gets closer. And be sure to tune in on our opening weekend, December 5th. You can watch the league.
December 5th. Guys, we are...
And here?
Yeah, that's right. CDL's back
They
on
dropped
Twitch.
it at the end.
I'll see you guys December 5th.
Yes! Yes! Dude, I am so happy. See, the thing is, though, so last year we had a little bit of a test run with being able to stream on Twitch and YouTube with EWC. We had a test run. The thing is that I was surprised because a majority of the viewership still stayed on YouTube. Because I think during EWC, I think that we peaked out on Twitch on my channel at like 26 or 27,000. But then YouTube had over 100,000. So it's actually kind of interesting to see like just how it really does feel like YouTube is the like place for COD right now. Like when people think of COD, I mean, it makes sense because the past couple years it's been on YouTube. So people are just at this point conditioned. Like they're like, I want to watch COD. I'm going to go to YouTube. Right? There's no ads. They like the rewind feature, all that good stuff. The quality's better, so we'll see how it goes. But I think just being on Twitch in general, the discoverability that comes with Twitch, I think it'll bring a lot of new people in. It'll bring new people in. It will trickle down. It'll help streamers throughout the year. There'll be more hype around the game. It'll just be better in general for Call of Duty and the health of the league, which I'm excited to see. But W, man, they made a lot of good changes. I'm happy with the changes. I think it's going to be a great year. We're just going to breeze through this really quick. We got the CDL schedule for the 2025 season or the 2026 season? I guess 2026. The 2026 season is on the horizon, folks. They did do the locations, right? These just say Major 2, Major 3, Major 4, but they dropped the locations. I think this one's what? Birmingham, second event. Third event is Atlanta, right? Atlanta. And then fourth event is Paris. And then Champs is still TBD. But let's take a look at our scheduling. See, here's the bad news. Let me mute the music because, I mean, here's the bad news, okay? As you guys know, we are expecting a baby early next year, right? Here's the problem. January 29th through February 1st are the dates for the first major. The baby is due on February 3rd. I'm probably not going to be going to this event at all, which does suck. I mean, the timing is not great because you're not supposed to like be around people and have the chance of getting sick before a newborn is born because you don't want to get the baby sick, obviously. So we're trying to figure out solutions on what to do right now. I think the easiest way for me to still be involved with the watch party and everything is I think they're going to have to do it either from the event or from the Hex quarters. I'm not sure which one they're going to do. And then I'm going to have to like remote in. So I'm going to have to be like at my home setup, remote into the watch party and do it from home, but still be on the watch party. But here's our scheduling. Our scheduling for the first split, we play the Riyadh Falcons in the very first match of the season. I mean, fuck yeah. W. That's a tough first matchup for the boys. It's a banger first matchup for the boys. For us as well. Then we got Carolina, Boston, Thieves, FaZe, Vegas on the same day. I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. G2 Cloud9, Riyadh versus Thieves, Celium versus Abe, banger. LAG FaZe, and then we play Minnesota, Riyadh, Carolina. Actually, no, this is the same. It ends here. So this is the end of Sunday. Honestly, banger first week of matches. Banger they know what they're doing. They gave us a bunch of good matches to start the season off. We got to get them back dialed in. We got to get them hyped up.
Let's get it.